Talk time! Shortly after filming and uploading my Here's Something last week, I decided that it would be a good idea to strike out into the wilderness and just live there for a bit. I like to go outside every once in a while just to remind myself how awful it is. And what better way to do that than to go as far outside as humanly possible, i.e. into a forest. I tried to make it as much like Survivorman as possible, except I guess Les Stroud is just a rock-solid golem of resilience, because on the first day I tripped and hurt my ankle a little bit and immediately thought about calling in an emergency helicopter. I have a problem with mosquitoes, so I was bathing in bug spray that had a deep percentage that was high enough to probably qualify as some kind of mustard gas. So I was thankful to discover that they'd been replaced by just large flies, which doesn't seem that bad at first, but their favorite thing to do is go deep inside your ear canal. I assume because the acoustics are great and they really want to work on a singing career. So a word of advice, if you're ever out in the wilderness and you hear loud buzzing in your ears, it might just be the next Taylor Swift. Lord knows she's an insect who sounds like she practiced in a small tube. The tent I brought with me was advertised as a two-man. A fair statement if those two men were leprechauns that were both cut in half and you only used one half of each, thus equaling one leprechaun. Overall, camping was great except for its proximity to a lake, which apparently makes it prime drunk fuckhead territory. I overheard two intoxicated gentlemen hundreds of feet away scream that they were hunting wood. Really? You're gonna use that terminology? Sure, I hope you kill that sycamore with the first shot, otherwise it might go into a frenzy and charge you. A couple of my friends said they heard somebody silently circling their tent in the middle of the night in order to creep them out. I didn't care. It's really difficult to scare somebody who sleeps with a machete and loudly threatens to fuck ghosts. We were out in the middle of nowhere. Chipmunks get really bold when there's no fear of being vengefully flattened by a semi-truck driver who hates wildlife. Here's a fun thing. Unlike in outer space, in the woods, everyone can hear you scream. And everything screams. Wild animals have so many emergencies, probably because there's no bathrooms around. Why does a frog have to be so loud that I can hear it from across a large body of water? By the time anything that cares gets all the way over there, I bet you'll be halfway digested anyway. You gain nothing from sounding like a kind of close bear, unless you like honey or have a thing for me shitting my pants. Overall, if there's one thing to take away from this video, it's that camping is a good time if you want to get rained out after a day, and upon returning to your car, see actual human shit on the ground. Like so close to the tree line. Like here's the forest, and here's the shit, and here's my car. Like you couldn't have walked that far to conceal it a little bit? Jesus Christ. Do a Kegel. Yeah, I think my favorite part of that trip was seeing the actual human shit on the ground. And it's like, that was the forest over there, and then there was also one porta potty. So like, he had so many options, but he chose to do it right in my face. Like, right on the path. What a fucking asshole. Girls shoot themselves out.